Yo, yo, what's good? What's good? Yo, what's good? Who in here? Trying to see who already in here. Somebody's already in here. What's popping? What's popping? Already got a like on here. What's good, man? So, as you can tell by the title, I came up with this idea to put together a $10,000 real estate investment group. We all know that we must fix our criminal justice system. Yeah. So the $10,000 was actually, I was going to have 10 people come together, $10,000 a piece, and together that's 100,000. So we was going to do some flips, and we was going to use hard money. We was going to do some things like that, and so that was the idea, right? That I was going to say, okay, let's pool together, and it's going to be a partnership. It wasn't going to be like it wasn't going to be like a fund or like necessarily like funds under management. It was going to be kind of let's say you had just like a partnership, like an LLC, some sort of partnership, and we would come together, starting a new company, and we would vote on which houses we would have. Our real estate guys like Kelley Parker and Gene Johnson or someone like that, like source find, tell them like what we're working with, find deals that they know would work for what, for flipping, remodeling, things like that. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Get in the comment section. Let me know if you can hear me. I don't know if you guys can even hear me. So that's what we was gonna do, and I had already been planning to do a flip anyway on my own, but I was like, you know what, we can do like 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? If we get enough money together, but I also didn't want to have it where it was just like 1,000 people. Cool, appreciate that. I didn't want to have it where it was like 1,000 people trying to be a part of this group. It was going to be a select, small group of 10 people. Everybody had to have their $10,000. And just so you know, like, we all were going to be putting in $10,000 a piece. This is 10,000 right here. All right, we're all going to put in $10,000 a piece. This is 10,020, so this is 520s. All right, this is 10,000. All right, so we're all going to put in our 10,000. This was not any kind of scam type thing. It was like, hey, put 10,000 together. You got 10,000, I got 10,000. We would sit, we would come up with the rules as far as a collective, what percentage. Because in my mind, we would just split the profits 10 ways, right? Like, let's say we had to come up with, say, $30,000 to acquire just as a down payment on a $300,000 house or whatever the cost of the house is. So we put down the down payment, the remodel and everything is going to be financed as far as like with hard money or whatever. And we would go over how hard money works and everything like that. And but instead of having it be where one person, say if I do a flip and I got to come up with 30,000, I got to come up with 30,000 on my own, right? So that 30,000, of course, the profit, whatever the profit is, that's all me because I'm the only person involved in that deal. But if one person had to come up with 30,000, then that's 30,000. But if 10 people had to come up with 30,000, it's only $3,000 a piece. It's not a lot of money individually. Now, at the same time, it would give you experience as understanding how flips work, and we can do bigger and better things as things, progressed. But it wouldn't be so much on like one person. We could probably do several deals at one time. So that was the concept. I thought it was a great idea. Before I did this video, I went on Instagram and I was like, hey, this is my idea. Send me an email. I gave him my email address, my business email address. Casino was the name at Gmail. So I give him my business email, and I'm thinking this is a great idea. And I probably talked for a few minutes. I don't know how long I was on there, but I was just giving examples of different ways this kind of thing would work. And just thinking that, okay, let's say we all had to put down a $30,000 down payment on the property. I'm just saying one property individually, but we weren't just gonna do this for one property. It was just we were gonna come together, pool together. You know how like a bunch of black people just bought a bunch of land. I don't even know what part of Georgia, what city or state it was, but they just bought a bunch of land and they're planning on building a city or something like that. And so it would just be a collective pool of monies that we can come together as a partnership and make decisions. So let's say we had 5 properties that we were looking at as far as like where we think there's a profit, that was sourced by our guys who said, hey, it's gonna cost this much to fix this part, this, whatever. So, and then it would be this much down. And so we would look at that as a group and we would vote to say, hey, we all think that this is the property. Now, all of these things that I'm saying, I'm thinking this is a great idea, we can all learn during this process. I am already in real estate, but as a landlord, as a property owner, but not as a flipper. I've never actually flipped the property, right? And I said that, I've never actually flipped the property, but I'm with people, I'm associating myself with people who flip 30, 40 houses a year, and this is what they do. They know this business. They're going to help us source these things or whatever. What's good? Hold on, let me see who all on here. Let me see. Okay. JT Hustles, what's popping, bro? Say he can hear me. James St. Patrick, say he hear me loud and clear. James St. Patrick said, let's do it, fam. Curtis Davis said, good evening. Buy lots or buildings. Yeah, so this was the concept, right? That we would be able to come together as a collective and as a group, we would be powerful, right? Here is where the problem lies. So I said all of those things. Now, I'm not saying, hey, I want to be in control of anybody's money. I said, hey, I don't want to be in control of your money. As a matter of fact, I said that. I don't want to be in control of your money. I'm not necessarily building a hedge fund. This is a small partnership. This is not just random investors. I mean, even though we all may not know each other or whatever, this was like, hey, it was only going to be 10 people, and we would all put in 10,000. That would be 100,000. We could raise 100,000 overnight in an hour. Trust me, because people start hitting me up trying to send me trying to say, hey, I got the 10. How are we going to do this? We can raise the money. That's not the problem. The problem was that when I got off, and don't get me wrong, so let me go back. I explained that the reason why I said 10,000 was because, and that wasn't to alienate anyone. If you had 5,000, I understand that might be all the money you can come up with. If you had $1,000, I understand that may be all the money that you can come up with. But we were going to, as a group, split all the costs, right? So let's say the down payment is $50,000. That might be $5,000 individually. If you got only $2,000, you can't even do the down payment with us. If the down payment is $30,000 and you have $3,000, you can't even do. I mean, if you have $2,000, you can't even do the down payment with us. And let's say you did have $3,000 and the down payment is $30,000. Yes, you were able to split the down payment with us, but you were not able to assist in other areas of the flip, say like the draw, where we have to go in, do the work, and then get that reimbursed to us by the lender. You won't be able to participate because you're already tapped out. And I thought that 10,000 gave us a good enough cushion. It wasn't like I was looking for 100 people to come in on something like that. We needed 10 solid $10,000 that you don't mind being able to like sit and let it, because our money would be, or our monies would be, if I'm putting up 10,000, and again, it's $10,000 right here. This is $10,000. This is 520s right here, okay? And this is going in the bank tomorrow, and I'm gonna explain. I just wanted to show that this was real money here, and I was not playing with anybody's money. I mean, we were gonna play with our own money. If I win, you win. If I lost, you lost, right? It was a group effort. Not ever planning on losing though. You know what I'm saying? Casino don't do that. All right. So, but at the end of the day, it was going to be a group effort at trying to do this thing. But while I was on live, people said, I saw somebody comment and it popped up and it said, guess what? This isn't going to be a Jay Morrison thing, is it? And I was like, what? Like, oh, no. I'm not trying to be a fund manager. I'm not trying to even be a hedge fund manager. You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to manage a group, some money. I'm not talking about silent investors who gave me money expecting some small return on their money at a certain percentage. No, I'm saying there wouldn't be I'm gonna guarantee a 20%, 10% return, because it's going to be based individually off of whatever the house was or the properties were or whatever they brought in. But we can look at averages. We can, as a group, discuss what possibilities lie, things like that. This was not something where you would be just put some money in a fund, like a stock market or something like that, and just let it sit. No. We were going to be active investors. We were going to be talking about, okay, this place needs a roof, this place needs plumbing, this place needs, we're going to be as a collective. So in my mind, this was a good idea. And I felt that this 10 people could grow into something much larger, right? Like, if we're making decent profits, and we continue to expand, we can decide whether or not, okay, in a year maybe we need to go to 20,000 and do even more. It just depends. It just all like we could have created as we went, right? But once I saw the Jay Morrison come in, I was like, oh no, because see, that was a different thing. Now, whatever issues Jay Morrison got going on, I've heard of a lot of things. This was not that. First of all, I'm an accountant. I know that doesn't mean anything to some of you, but I have certain ethics that I'm supposed to abide by, that I do abide by. I don't want to deal with y'all money, like as I said. Here we go again. This is 10,000 right here. Now I know I'm not like just flashing money. I was ready to do some deals. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put this back in the bank because I'm gonna tell you where I'm going with this, right? So people start saying the Jay Morrison thing, and I was like, no, this is different. See, that was more like you're investing in a fund, right? This is not that. This is individuals coming together to start a business, and this business, we're going to fund the business ourselves, but we're not investing in a investment fund. We're creating a business. It's different. We're going to be a partnership, an LLC. We're all going to have rights to whatever. Now, I understand when you buy stocks, you're a part owner or whatever. This was not still that, right? Like, you are a part owner, but this was not that. This was a private group of investors who are going to go around and invest together, not give somebody the money and you just wait to see what they do and they try to guarantee a return, which is very hard to do. You can't really guarantee any returns. And so this wasn't that. He gets to decide how he moves with your money. That was not my situation. My situation was going to be like, hey, we're going to vote as a group. If I get outvoted, if it's 7-3 and I'm in the 3, the group wins, right? Like the majority wins. This was that. Okay, now this brings me further to my point. All right, so I get the Jay Morrison thing. I said, oh no, this is not that. I don't want to touch anybody's money. I don't like playing with people's money. I've never done that. Never. If I ever did anything, believe me, people have tried to give me large sums of money. I have never accepted them, and I've never actually even opened my mind to the thought of even opening up to investors, even in this way. But I said, you know what? I need to get out of that. I need to start thinking differently. Hold on, let me see what people are saying. Oh yeah. Okay. Would it be property in Atlanta exclusively? So because my group of real estate guys or experts that I was working with are based here in Atlanta, and Atlanta is a very, very hot market. Things are not staying on the market very long once they've been remodeled. Things are staying 2, 5 days and they going. So Atlanta was where the main group of people that I'm working with, that where it is, and so I can only go based off of my personal perspective, right? And so, but this was still available to be discussed amongst the partnership. If somebody said, hey, no, New York is it, which I don't think it is, okay? But if we were able to, as a collective, say, okay, show us the proof, we're gonna look at spreadsheets, we're gonna look at numbers, we're gonna have meetings, Zoom calls, whatever. How are we gonna strategically place these funds or whatever? And as a collective, if we thought that it was better to invest in Nebraska, then that's where we were gonna go. But we still would need somebody on the ground, at least, that was a part of our thing, that we could say, hey, what are things going on there? Just because we got people, contractors working on places, can we send one of the vested partners by there and just say, hey, this don't look right, or whatever. But we were all going to be learning about the process, because maybe you need to break out maybe you're able to break out and do your own thing, which maybe you already are. I'm not saying that you aren't, but maybe you've learned enough in this collective, and we want to mitigate any kind of risk as low as possible. I'm an accountant, I don't like risk, okay? So that's the only reason why I'm like, oh, well, do I want to take on a $50,000 down payment myself, or would I like to spread some of this around, and I just, I put a little bit in, and, yeah, so that's where I was. And so, get a bunch of questions, a bunch of statements or something. But, so here I am thinking that this is clearly not the same thing. And I understand it can look very different for people who are not, say, financial people or things like that. And there are a lot of, I was told that there are a lot of real estate fakes out there. Again, like I said, I hate to do this, not wanting to be doing this. This is exactly 10,000, because at the end of the day, I was asking for people, whoever the investors were, to show proof of funds. It could have been a screenshot, it could have been them count the cash or whatever, because I was also still not asking for the money to be deposited into any account. I just wanted to say, hey, are you serious? Do you have 10,000 that you can afford to let sit for 60, 90, 120 days, that won't drive you crazy, that won't make you, jump off a bridge, or you just need to have back immediately? So it would have to be that you were ready and you were focused and whatever. And also, the profits were not going to be crazy. Let's say we have a $40,000 profit off of one of the flips or whatever. We have a $40,000 profit, and it's 10 of us. That profit is only going to be $4,000, but you would still get whatever you invested. In order to, let's say if you invested $6,000, you would have gotten $10,000 back. You would have got your $6,000 that you put in plus your $4,000. That's all. It wasn't gonna be some unbelievable, life-changing kind of thing, but it would be the beginning of what we could grow to. So once I started getting the Jay Morrison thing, I was like, oh no, I'm trying to explain. No, this is not that. Really, this is so not that. This is not SEC. This is not no Cardone Capital or anything. And I don't know what their businesses practices are. I don't know. I don't even care, because this was gonna be us, like a think tank, like hey, let's plan, let's take over the world. You feel me? We don't even know how big we could get. That's where I am. And so when I get off of the IG, I get a call from a friend of mine, and he like, yo, I got a call from somebody who watched your live. I didn't even know what was going on, but they like, yo, casino going crazy. He on some Jay Morrison stuff. Might want to, and And so I was like, what? So like, no, like this is not that. And so um, by the end of all of the deliberation and everything, I came to the conclusion that, you know, because this person was like, yo, well, it's just so much negativity out here that that you may just want to steer away from this because it may not be a good look, especially like right now. And that was so sad to me that because I don't even know what these negative stigmas are, right? I didn't know it was so much negativity when it came to because you know, I guess it might look to some as crowdfunding. This was not crowdfunding though. I don't know what people. I mean, I wouldn't consider this crowdfunding. This is us. This is a private group. This is not a crowd of people who I'm asking to invest in my dream. This is like saying, hey, let's come together as a collective and like let's share a responsibility here. This is not. I mean, this is not what I would consider crowdfunding. But even if it was, it's still not done with any kind of, I don't know, like any kind of negative energy or whatever. And so I was just so confused and to know that, just to know, right? Now look, let me do this. If any of y'all out there got $10,000, can you do the thumbs up? You just do the thumbs up. I just wanna show an example of something. Just, I mean, if you don't have it, don't do it. But if you have it, I just want to show. I just want to know if any of y'all out there got 10,000, just do a thumbs up. Just do a thumbs up. As a matter of fact, I wish I knew how to do the thumbs up on here. They go 2. Somebody got three thumbs up. I don't know if that means you got 30, but you know, I'm just saying, just at least 10. If you have just at least 10 thumbs up. Okay, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody said, got it, bro. So he can't find a thumbs up. But if you think about it, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 people. That's 6 people right there. That's 6. And this is 7. You know, this is 7. All right, look. It's this $70,000 that we just proved that we can come together with right here, right? Now, JT got way more than that. You feel me? but like it's $70,000 that we 70,000 strong versus imagine if you got 20 on your own. We just proved we can come to 70 right now in how long was that? Like less than a minute that we were able to prove that. So I was thinking that shoot, by the morning we would have a group of 10 people so we would have been able to raise 100,000 overnight as a collective. I'm not asking you to send me the money though. It's just like, hey, are you sure you good? Okay, let's come together. I don't know if we need to put this money in escrow accounts or whatever it is where nobody can touch it, but you know, there's a draw or whatever kind of agreements we could have put in place, whatever it was. There's another thumbs up. Okay, that's 80,000, all right? That's 80,000 right there. Exactly. So we were able to do that, and I was like, man, in the morning we would have had 100K. You know, and so I did get an email because like I said, I was on IG Live, and I was just like, hey, and then people was like, yo, I wanna work with this. I think I like the way this sound, and so this guy emailed me, Xavier emailed me, hey, I got 10. I'm trying to. I said, by the time I got the email from Xavier, I hadn't had the conversations about the negative stigma that was associated with it. And in case you don't know, I'm pretty much a recluse. You know, I don't talk to very many people. JT Hustles is one of the people that I talk to. You know, I don't talk to very many. I'm kind of in my own world. And it's the advantage of being an accountant. You don't really have to see people unless you want to. But I kind of stay to myself. Even though I'm a social media person, I'm typically like a loner. So anyway, so I try to stay away from negative stigma and negative energy and things like that. And so because of that, I decided that it would not be in my best interest to do something like this. But it was just, I just wanted to talk about the fact that it is so much or so many scam artists and there's so much whatever that's out there. Because I told my people, I was like, well, I mean, we could have got 100K together overnight. You know what I'm saying? 100,000 at 10% down, we could have bought $1 million property. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mindset, right? I'm thinking like, damn, we could have got 100K overnight, and that because I didn't want to open it up to what it could be. We could probably get $1 million in 2 days if I just open it up to 1,000 people or something. You know what I'm saying? But this is not that. This was like, hey, this is like we got to be, business people here. Like let's be a business. And Walmart has a board. It's not just one person. Like there's a concerted effort. So that's where I was. But with all that negative energy, I was just like, yo, because I was like, yo, we could have got, I was like, yo, I was just thinking like, I know the power that we have on social media. I'm approaching 30,000 subscribers. JT Hustles is like 90, 100,000 or something subscribers, like stupid, right? That's the homie. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's power in what we're doing and what we have here and as a group, because it's like we're doing these videos, right? But if we don't do anything, I don't want to use the cliche term of pushing the culture forward or whatever. By the way, it was like 20 people on here, now it's like 15 people on here, and we only got 9 likes, man. Y'all gotta hit that like button, you feel me? So, but we're at a place where we do these videos and we educate, and I show people, hey, you could do this, you could do that. JT show people, hey, you could do this, you could do that. Erica show people, hey, you could do this, you could do that. Like, it's a lot of us showing, but how can we join you guys in like pushing, I don't want to say pushing the culture forward. I hate saying that. I just hate saying that. But how can we join you guys in moving forward? Because some of you guys, I don't know who's all watching right now, but I don't know if all of you guys have like a bunch of subscribers or whatever. Like, I don't know if you got access to people the way we do. Like, you might be watching JT and he got 100,000 people, but you might have 60. You know what I'm saying? And they might be your cousins who you know from the hood or something. I don't know, But JT might have access to multimillionaires who watch his channel. And you just, but he has access to a lot more resources. And so if he were to bring a group together, then it'll be easier, and it could be probably more profitable than if you had your 60 people and you're trying to reach out to your cousin them and they like, bro, I'm trying to borrow money for cigarettes. I can't, I got child support. I can't help you out, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, but JT might have access to people in Amsterdam and Holland and France and also in Harlem, New York. And they like, yo, we got bread. Like, we good. Let's do it. So being able to like be in a place where you could push the culture forward, I was just like, well, we got this platform. Like, let's use it. I'm not asking you to do anything. I wasn't going to ask you to do anything that I would not do. And I don't even carry cash. I don't even feel right having cash on me. You know what I'm saying? This has to go. This has to go. All right? This has to go. This is not, so this ain't it. Look, I'm dropping money in here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is not gonna be in here in the morning. I'm getting this up out of here. You feel me? But yeah, so like we have the opportunity to do some things. Now, let me get this. Make sure I get this. This wasn't even that much to be trying to get up, but it's just hard to get up. All right, so we have the opportunity though to be at the forefront and be responsible and being, righteous, in our efforts. And I just hate the fact that so many people have taken advantage of their platform to the point where now I don't even have the desire to to move forward with what I thought earlier tonight was a great idea. And so, but if you guys got any ideas, comments, suggestions, things that you might be thinking about, you know, hit me up. I have a video game that I am working on. You know, I guess I'll announce it here. Got a video game that I'm working on with Jada Programming. He was on this channel before. He's working. He's almost done with this video game I got being made, which is kind of like a real estate and trucking game. So it should be pretty cool to once you guys see it. I saw the prototype. I haven't seen the full thing yet, but I saw like it was pretty cool. So I got that. I have my own brand of watches being created right now. So you'll get a chance to see those. But I think that's gonna take like 80 more days before they finish. Hold on, say, bro, if you started here for, I will invest with you. JT, man, look, bro, like so the problem that I had with starting a hedge fund, well, first of all, I have to be certified to do that. But as an accountant, right now, this is the thing. Okay, so with the Jay Morrison thing, I went to college for this shit, right? Like I know this stuff, and I know what all comes along with the SEC and all that kind of stuff. Most accountants don't even start hedge funds. Like we don't even mess with them because it's so much scrutiny. And this guy was saying, that's why I don't understand. Like why? Like I understand being surprised that he got over, or he tried to get over on people, or he didn't got over. But he's telling you he went to prison several times. He's telling you, you know, he's a criminal. Like he was a criminal before. I'm not saying he's still currently a criminal, but he's telling you that he didn't have the greatest moral compass, right? So you know, this thing was working for him. This public persona was working for him, and he worked the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying? But like when he was saying he was opening like a fund like that, I talked to a couple of my other young entrepreneurial black accountants that I'll be around, because we typically hang in groups. I don't know, like the groups that if you're a truck driver, you probably hang with truck drivers. So other young black guys that are accountants, we kind of hang together or whatever. We have these financial talks when other people probably talking about Jordans, we talking about hedge funds, right? Like so, we were talking about it and one of my partners, he was saying, like, what you think about the Jay Morrison Tulsa Real Estate Fund? And I said, honestly? And he was like, yeah. I said, I wouldn't mess with it. Like, if I was even Jay. And he said, bro, me either. He said, I don't know if he know what he getting into. And so, even if he didn't know, it would still, even for somebody who does know, we wouldn't even, but he wasn't even a guy who went to school for this or anything like that. And I'm not specialized to do hedge fund type stuff or Tulsa real estate funds. No, not saying that he can't have good guidance or good, because you don't have to be super educated. You can have subject matter experts. So maybe he could have just had good guidance and he was just the face of it, and he started learning it and he learned a lot about it, but it's just a lot, And so I wouldn't want to deal with it personally, but a private hedge fund like investment group, that's basically what we would have been. We would have, but it wouldn't have been just open for anybody to kind of jump in. But I was open to, so as a partnership, it's not hedge fund-ish because it's not like I just got some money and somebody else is managing it. It's like, hey, we're like a Walmart. We're like I don't know. We're like Google. We're not like just like, we're like Google. You know what I'm saying? We have a panel of people who came together who said, okay, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna create this business, and that's what it would have been. But JT, man, I definitely appreciate you, bro. JT, just curiously, how much money would you have like invested? I'm just curious now. How much money would you have invested if I was gonna do a hedge fund? I'm just curious now at this point. Anyway, it's just childish like that, I guess. Yeah, like a corporation. Exactly. JC said, say the word, bro. You want me to push it? Come to Atlanta soon, bro. man, you been supposed to have got up, man. If you don't come down here, I'm gonna have to come up there, man. We supposed to have been. Okay. Appreciate you. JT said, congrats, bro. Let me go back up. Okay, so CN said the power pooling resources. That's right. If you're serious, I just sent you my information via IG. Let's do it. It's James St. Patrick. Look, bro, like I'm telling you, like they deterred me from like really like this would have to be like this would have to be a real serious thought, man, because like it I'm telling you, like when they were saying, because I was telling, I said, man, we could have brought 100,000 together overnight, and my people was like, yeah, but you would have had 100 haters by morning. Then I was like, dang, it's like that. Like I don't do no bad energy stuff, man. Like that ain't me. Shane St. Patrick say, gotta stop being scared. Take calculated risk, business of trial and error, risk and reward. Facts. Prosperity mentality different from scarcity mentality. Facts. That's Curtis. JT said he invested if I had a head for James St. Patrick said, so would I. Chris said, like a corporation. Back. Damn it. Why you crazy, man? JT said he'll drop 20,000 on me tomorrow if I started. He said whatever else within 30 days. That's crazy. I just wanted to know. Hey, we have to like really sit down and like talk. Cause I'm telling you, I don't even really like that pressure like that. You feel me? Like I'm good. I know where to put money, how to move money. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? But like just dealing with other people's money, like I never want anybody to feel like I tried to get over on them. That was the whole reason why I was saying, let's do a partnership. That way you're in the decision making. We can provide facts to each other. Maybe I can learn something from you. You can't be in business and be closed-minded in general. So when people are closed-minded and they feel as though they can't learn anything, what I do, I might know you wrong, right? I might know you don't know what you're talking about. But if you got a point, I'm going to sit and listen to it. Then I'm going to tell you the issues that are in the idea that you had, right? Versus just saying, oh, that's stupid. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear it, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, none of that. It's like, okay, let me hear what you're saying. Okay. Because you might even put me on something I didn't even know. Even if you're wrong, you could still tell me something that I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that part. But, let me tell you what's wrong with it, okay? And so you just got to be open for things. But, I mean, you guys, man, y'all finna make me, we're gonna mess around and start a YouTube hedge fund around here. Let's see, whatever else in 30 days, relationships don't happen overnight. That's what I'm talking. That was all I was saying too. This wasn't going to be like, hey, I know we can prove that we could all be serious and have the money, but this wasn't like I'm saying let's go buy a house in a weekend. No. Or an apartment building in a weekend. No. This wasn't saying that. This was saying, hey, we need to come up with bylaws. We need to create a whole business. This wasn't like, oh, we're just gonna leave it on casino to set the rules. Now I will, but that's not the right way to do that either. But it's just like leave it on casino. Now, a lot of people kind of do that with Jay Morrison. He set the rules for whatever they did, and I don't know if he explained why. I don't know, could some of y'all tell me, was it 500 to buy in, or was it something like that, like to buy a share or whatever percentage? I don't know what it was, but he said that, yeah, it's 500. So I don't know how he came up with that number, but I can tell you that, hey, based on, I can tell you that the reason I came up with 10,000 was to make it so that you were actually able to participate equally. Not, I don't know, I guess maybe he said 500 to make it so anybody can kind of get in, or even, I don't really know where the 500 number comes from. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I said 10,000, and then some people feel like I guess the 10,000 was like scamish. I don't know how the 10,000 number was scamish because first of all, I'm not asking for anybody to send me no money. I just want to be like, hey, look, I got mine. You got yours. I don't know if y'all ever heard of escrow accounts, but escrow accounts, I don't have access to it. You don't have access to it. It's like we agreed to put this money in these escrow accounts. I know y'all probably have mortgages or something like that. And so the money sits in escrow. Nobody can touch it. I can't touch it. Neither can, when you pay your mortgage and your money goes into escrow, you can't touch that money anymore, and neither can your tax people touch that money until, or your mortgage preparer can't touch that money until it's time to pay the taxes or whatever, or insurance. That money then gets the pot, but nobody, that money sits separate from everybody. That's what escrow is. I don't see why we can't do business with escrow. Seems pretty simple to me. But yeah. Yeah, tap in casino, group economics is power. Oh yeah, man, Dante, is that Dante Weaver was popping, man? Yeah, yeah. So that was the idea, and then it just went sour. So I was just like, man, I mean, just hearing how negative the mentality was, and how people was already like, jumping on the phones and saying, yo, casino gone crazy. He tried to do this Jay Morris and stuff. I was like, oh, whoa. I don't think we understand money enough to even, to go there. Like, we first got to understand before we start even. I think maybe we need to like have a financial literacy or type thing. So even if it's not real estate, we could have still came together and did something, something. But it doesn't have to be real estate, but I just know I had people in place who was like, yo, they flip houses already. The profits that they made over the last 2 months are astronomical. Okay, they're crazy. But it's here in Atlanta. It's not like that everywhere. But the profits that they made in the last is crazy. But it's really hard to also get properties here, and sometimes you just got to come in at a certain price mark to even really get anything. I can give you an example. If you're a brand new flipper, and so I talked to some hard money people, right? They said you need 25% down. So let's say the house was $200,000. Now this $200,000 house might need $40,000 worth of work, but with that $40,000 worth of work, it might be worth $350, $360, right? So you might be, like let's just say you all in at $240, but it's worth $360. That's $120,000 flip. Let's say all in with everything, you could still make 160 or 120. So, but you still gotta have 25% of say 200,000 or whatever. I forgot what I said. The price of the house could have been, but you need 25% of that. 25% of 200,000 is 50,000. So to even get into that game, you got to have a substantial down payment. Plus, you got to also have the money for the draw in order to even start the project before the lender starts sending you like draws off of the money while you're remodeling it. So you still got to have these things in place, and you're gonna have to make mortgage payments during that period of time and some other stuff or whatever. And so it's like, yes, you can make the money, but there are, like being by yourself, trying to come up with 50,000 or really like 80,000 at that point, because you need about 50 to do that. You're probably gonna need another 20, 30 just to at least start the project until you can start receiving the draws back from the remodels and things like that. And then you still got to make the mortgage payments. And so it's just a lot of things to think about, but it's possible. It's definitely possible when all you had to do was come to the table with 10 and we able to do that. You ain't even got to spend the whole 10, and you're a part of a project like that, and you getting experience So as long as you're a part of that project, after you do about 3, it drops down to like 10% down instead of the 25% down. But never have done it before, it's at that, unless you share an experience, like maybe somebody else who you're partnered with who also came in with their 10 already has experience, and maybe we can get it at their rate. But it's just so many things to think about, so many things to talk about, but we're all powerful kings, you know what I'm saying? Kings and queens for the queens out there, you know what I'm saying? So, but as a collective, man, we could do all kind of stuff. Like 10, man, we could probably do more than that, you know? But it was just an idea that got railroaded. All right, so I really had just wanted to come on here just to talk about that part, but let me see what y'all saying. I'm finna get off of here, man. I'm, done with my soapbox. It says, as long as transparent structure, it is structured correctly and split everything equally, I'm with it. That's what I was saying. It wasn't about, so it's like, okay, let's say the profit is 100,000. That means we only walk away with a $10,000 profit each, right? We might have put in 6,000 each. We walk away with 10,000 profit, but we would have got 16,000 back because we'd have still got what we put in on the initial investment plus the 10,000. But this wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna throw y'all 2 bands. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't that, or I'm gonna send you $250 a month for the rest of your life. This wasn't that. This was like, hey, we flipping shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that was. But all right, where we at? All right, so escrow good, except when it fails, there's no limit. Release of funds. Hold on. Let's see. Escrow good. There's no limit. Release of funds. Okay. Cash from every working time. Talk expectations. Right. We definitely have to talk expectations. Yeah, but it's all about it's huge on transparency. As long as it's transparent, it's no fast talking. I think I talk slow. I'm not even sure. Maybe I talk fast. I don't know. But it's no fast talking here. I don't need your money. It won't change my life, and this won't change my life either. I can lose this tomorrow. I'll survive. You know what I mean? I don't plan on losing this tomorrow. I don't plan on losing this tomorrow. But the goal was tonight, I had actually just got this out, and I was thinking like, okay, whenever everybody shows proof of funds, if we were to do this, then I was gonna be able to be like, all right, here go mine, like it's in cash, like you can see it. I'm not gonna have it in cash. I'm gonna go drop it in my business account. But I just wanted you to see it. You know what I mean? Like, it's real. I'm gonna be right here with you, whatever. But like I said, I don't know about that. I got some other stuff I'm actually preparing to do. I'm actually about to lock in a date for a venue, and we're gonna do a wealth seminar. That's where we at right now. Coronavirus kind of slowed a lot of stuff down, but now we're about to do this wealth seminar, and I'm waiting to lock in the date tomorrow. So I gotta put some money down on the venue and stuff like that tomorrow. But I might just stay with what I know. Okay, might stay with social media and public speaking engagements and things like that, and accounting, because this partnership thing was crazy. And we ain't even, I just announced like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. It was like, no, don't ever do that. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, people gonna think you a scam artist. What? How? Why? Like, okay, all right, that's where we at in society. All right. So, and I understand. There's probably a lot of people out there who've been messed over and stuff like that. And, it's just sad that there's people out here who ain't even, I wouldn't mess over you. I would take the loss before I would let, like, it's ridiculous, $20. So, for to get off of here, it's not a bad idea. I've been thinking about the same concept for weeks. Yeah. Right. Let's be realistic. We start small, but this thing keep growing. Well, we You might be able to do 4, 5 properties at a time. You know what I'm saying? Well, not at a time. Not with 10. Not with 10. But like 2. You know, we might be able to do 2 properties in 120 days, and you know, and then we're still gaining experience and learning and expanding and still, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if we can make 6,000 a piece off of one deal, and we got 2 of them, that's 12,000. Even the original 10 that you had in, we could be working with all profit. I'm not, because I wouldn't even be saying, okay, let's double down and put 20 in. No, we can say, hey, okay, now we're working with profit, and we just keep the 10 going for, you know, for a while until we as a group say, okay, I think it's time. We done all made 40,000 in profit, kept 20,000 at home. Maybe we can go up 20,000 now. But I believe 100,000 could unlock. I believe 100,000 could unlock $1 million worth of capital if done right, 10%. So I believe, I know some people like 30%, or you know, you need about 30%, but I believe I've seen people do something like that. I would have to look, but it was all gonna be a learning experience. But this was my 10, you know, just one more time, so you know it wasn't a game. All right. Okay, check my phone. I got so many phones, by the way. This is a phone. All right, I got 5 phones. So hold on, let me see. See what JT. Well, there you go. Look. See, that's what I'm talking about right there, bro. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, look, JT. See here right there. JT said his bread right there. Yeah, I want y'all to see that. That's what we could do with these platforms. Like that fast. That's bro. That's fast. Them 10 bands wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? That means that's 10 a piece. That's 2 bundles. So that's 20K. I'm pretty sure. It's like that. So y'all can get on this team. Well, like I said, that's what I was thinking. I gotta stop talking like, let's do it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, after like that conversation, it was like, damn, like, I might need to really fall back. I don't want nobody to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to have people outside my house picketing and I ain't even doing nothing wrong. like, cause the way it was sounding was like people were already like, oh, it's a scam. And we ain't even, I don't want nobody money. Like, I was like, yo, I'm good. Like, let's be cool on that. Let's see. Yo, yeah, right. Cash flow positive before expanding. That's how I am anyway. Like, but look, JT like, man, y'all ain't saying nothing, man. He said, put y'all money up. JT. Yo, we're gonna talk tomorrow, bro. We're gonna talk tomorrow, bro. Man, look. Anyway, man, it's a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I love y'all, man. You know, like, comment, subscribe, man. Share this video. We not scamming nobody on this channel. I ain't doing it. Hear me? All right, man. I'm out of here.